What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video where we're going to look at the Master difficulty reward. Well, it's 100% reward from the Master difficulty. It is also a reward on lower difficulties, just not guaranteed. The Provocator? Provocator, that's what it's going to be in it. Right, okay, so my bad English aside, I've had a long day, but I've managed to do the Master mission solo, so I'm already cooked and ready to go, but we're just going to talk about it very, very quickly. There's not really much point me showing you any gameplay with this. I mean, I could put some builds together with it, but I'm not so sure how they're actually going to perform. But me and a few of the guys, including Dodd and the guys you saw me doing the manhunt with in a group earlier on today, we've just kind of been chatting about it, and we've all kind of come to the same conclusion, is that probably we just won't use it. Now, that's mainly because most of us are PvE players. Now, maybe it might have a place in the world of PvP, and it might actually have a place in some PvE builds, but I'll tell you why I probably won't use it. I probably will release some builds still where I think the idea could work. Will it necessarily be the best way of it working? Probably not. So for instance, if you put this on with a tank build, right? So you see it's all blue, we've got armor regen and Hasbro. You know, the first thing you probably think is, you know, a tank build. And the main problem with that is because it gives you damage resistance, it hinders the recovery that you get from, you know, using the tank set. So for instance, if I flip over to my, I should have a tank somewhere, boss 4 tank here. So, you know, you see this here. So if I put this on in here, essentially I'm hindering the recovery from makeshift repairs because I'm taking less damage, and therefore makeshift repairs will do less repairs. Now, you know, that might sound, oh, that's all right, it's all right, but actually I'm just dying a little bit slower than what I would do usually. And for the reason for that is I'm giving up all of this, you know, a talent. I'm giving up, you know, all right, I'm not really necessarily giving up a mod slot, you know, you can roll these however, but you're giving up a valuable talent in that sense and just basically repairing yourself slower anyway, and it just doesn't seem worth. Now, you could put it in with a PvE build, but we kind of talked about this as well, and we've already got the Catharsis that gives us armor and armor regen, no Hasbro, but it does incoming repairs. But that also gives you damage, and it also heals you, you know, so, and that way then you can still run a chest piece and still get a chest talent and not miss out on all that lovely damage. I did test it earlier on. It does work as intended. Initially, we thought it didn't because the talent says 25% damage resistance. But it doesn't actually, if you go to the PvP stats, it actually changes to 20%. It doesn't say it all in the one talent. You actually have to switch to see the actual change for PvP, which was my bad. It was too early in the morning. Is it good to have? Is it, you know, unlike anything else we've got in the game? I mean, yeah, it's all right. I might try a few builds out with it, but for it to replace an actual chest piece, I'm not so sure that I would. I think I would rather keep a chest talent, and like I did in my solo master build video that I did, just put protection from elite mods in. You know, you can put 2 of them in and almost be at the 25% damage resistance that this gives you, and you're not losing a damage talent off the chest that inevitably, you know, is so important. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad for a seasonal reward that it's not really all that. You know, it could have been a little bit better, which is a little bit of a shame. But that's just kind of my initial thoughts. I know Dodd's going to put out a more in-depth video about it, so please go and check, you know, his video out as well. But yeah, for now I'll just leave it as a favorite, and it'll be a stash one for me. Maybe I'll do a few videos. I have got an idea for a video for it, and I'll do it, but yeah, unfortunately it's, you know, I don't really see that we have the content, or, you know, heroic, he's just not going to need it, you know, essentially. And then when it comes to doing master and legendary, I mean, the extra damage output is just so much more valuable. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's not all that, but obviously worth getting just in case we can't get it next season. You know, we don't know how these new seasonal rewards are going to work. Is it just going to go into the loot pool or not? We don't really know yet. But yeah, get hold of it, and if you need some tips on how to do it, master, I've got loads of videos up. The one where I did it in a group, my solo video, and also my solo build video as well. Thank you so much for watching, agents, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.